This is Radio France International. You're listening to Paris Live. We're at the half hour here. James Mulholland here with a summary of today's main stories. The trial of the only surviving suspect involved in the 2015 Paris attacks opens today in Belgium. Salah Abdeslam, a Belgian-born French national of Moroccan origin, was arrested in a Brussels suburb following an extended manhunt after the Paris attacks. Abdeslam will appear before the Brussels court today on charges of terrorism, attempted murder and possession of firearms. He was transferred from a French prison earlier this morning. The Belgian charges relate to a gunfight with police at the moment of his arrest at the Brussels suburb of Molenbeek. He could face up to 40 years if convicted. Moroccan rescue services have recovered the bodies of at least 16 migrants who drowned off the coast of Spain's enclave of Melilla. They were all sub-Saharan Africans, apart from one Moroccan. The International Organization for Migration says the so-called Western Mediterranean route to Europe is being increasingly used, in part due to a clampdown on other routes across the Mediterranean. It involves crossing the sea between North Africa and southern Spain, which has replaced Greece as the second most popular arrival point for migrants in Europe. The Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is to meet Pope Francis today in Rome. It's the first visit by a Turkish leader to the Vatican for 59 years. The Italian authorities have imposed a 24-hour ban on demonstrations during the trip. Earlier this month, Turkey launched military operations against Syrian Kurdish YPG militia, which anchors as a terrorist group. Kurdish groups say the Turkish attacks in the city of Afrin amount to war crimes. The Pope has campaigned against the Syrian war. He's expected to raise the Afrin issue during his meeting with Erdogan. Ecuadorians have backed a referendum to reimpose presidential term limits.